Morning, guys. How you doing? Today is Wednesday, November 23rd. It is early. It's 10 after 6. I got up at, I've been waking up at like 20 after 4. I don't know why. But yeah, I got all showered and ready for work. I'm just waiting for my hair to dry. And I'm trying to knit a tree. It's that book that I have with the little, what is it? Moshi Moshi. And I made all the little mini things when Peach attacked me. They have a little Christmas tree, and I'm trying to make it. And I've started and restarted 1,000 times. And they have little reindeer, too. So I just thought that would be fun. Something to do. And, yeah, I don't think I'll make the charm bracelet of yarn characters. I finally got to row 3. And I have 16 stitches. I did something right. I got a project done last night that I was trying to do for my friend Miss Louise. So thank you, Miss Louise, for liking what I did. So that was good. And yeah, I have to do a craft for someone for Christmas. I got another thing I have to do for someone for Christmas. Yeah, so I'm getting up early lately just to get stuff done because now that I work, have I mentioned that I work? I know I complain about that a lot. This is getting too heavy for my head. It's this time of year when I start getting up early and get stuff done, but especially now that I'm not home all day, I have to get stuff done. I miss being home. Oh, I forgot to put on makeup. I have to get some crafts done. This is going to be coming up on my craft channel next. If you've been following my channel, I've been doing some little crafts. I did these little trees, and I did my card in the box little guy. These are my winter birds. I got to get another one up. What was the other oh, these, the Christmas crackers. I ended up doing a little snowman one and a Santa one, other way around. You know what I mean? And I did the little Thanksgiving ones. So we have Thanksgiving tomorrow, so we're going to be off. Yay! We're off on Thursday and Friday. And obviously the weekend. Christmas. We're not going home for Christmas. Because, as I've mentioned, I work now. I'm going to have one day off. Yeah, so that sucks. I'm used to having 2 weeks off and going up to Halifax, so I'm very sad we're not doing that, and I'm trying to cope, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I was talking to them at work the other day about my Christmas cry, and I think they think I'm nuts. That I have a Christmas cry, and I schedule it. Scott was like, could you just please tell me when it's on the schedule this year, so we're aware. I didn't have my Christmas cry last year. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I get sad at Christmas, so for a few years now, I've kind of scheduled a cry. I didn't realize I was scheduling it in the beginning, but I have a day where I kind of just take 45 minutes to an hour, put on sad music, and just kind of cry and get it all out. I'm sad that my mom is gone. I'm sad that there's people at Christmas that are alone. I'm sad like for people that don't have anybody. And yeah, and I miss Christmas as a kid and all that good stuff. So I have a little cry and I get it all out. And I listen to Faith Hill's Where Are You Christmas? And I listen to other songs that make me sad. And I just have it out. So yeah, I have my Christmas cry, and I didn't do it last year. I kind of lost it. When was it? It was like, oh, the day we'd put the tree up. We were putting the tree up, and I was just in such a mood. Yeah, I was not a happy camper, and I just kind of lost it a little bit. So yeah, I think that's what Scott's referring to. It's like, could you please let us know? Because I was unaware that I was going to cry at that moment as we decorated the tree, and I was just all out of sorts. And our house was kind of a disaster, and we had just moved in, and of course we weren't home for Christmas either, and I knew we weren't going home. So again, it's happening again this year. We're not going home. So just trying to cope, and yeah, I'm going to miss Halifax and my family, but there's nothing I can do. I get the weekend off, for which the Christmas Eve is the Saturday this year, I think, and Christmas Day is the Sunday. So because Christmas falls on a Sunday, we get the Monday off in Canada. That's actually called Boxing Day. You just always get that day off. But yeah, so I get the Monday off and then I'm back to work. And so I'll have a 4-day week, and then I don't know what they're doing for New Year's Day because that falls on a Sunday, so I think should have the Monday off. I don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, so my kids will just be hanging out by themselves, and Scott's actually taken a couple days off to hang out with them, but yeah, no sliding this year, no coasting, no crazy shopping with my sister. So, yeah. But it's all good. Okay, so I'm going to go back and... Oh, did I show you what I was going to show you? I went on to the Christmas cry. Okay, I'm going to be making these paper ornaments. They're really fun and really cute. You need a circle punch. You need 2 circle punches to make these, actually. Or you could just cut out circles. But yeah, they're really fun. You can make little simple ones. And then you can make them a little bit bigger. And then you can make them even... bigger. Bam. So I have, here's my other one. Aren't they fun? They're huge, but they're really cute. You just end up with fiddly fingers trying to make these and trying to glue them together, but they're really fun. Isn't that sweet? I like it. So that'll be on my next video coming up, and I'm trying to get another card in the box going. I want to do another one and get that up. So I'd like to get that up this weekend. So, yeah. And here's my little mini light box. Isn't that cute? With the, is it gonna, yeah, it's plugged in with my little, it's hard to see when it's lit up like that. That's my little mini one. So I've had him in my shot the other day because my other one is huge and I don't know where I put him. Oh, he's back there. But I could probably just sit him up in there. I have my Christmas cards ready to go. I have to go get stamps this week. I have to pay for my P.O. box again. I got to do that by the end of the month, or they're going to shut me down. Done some dishcloths. They're up in my Etsy shop. I haven't posted this picture of this one yet, but it's rustic gray and white. I'll put them here so I don't forget. I got to add him to my shop. And yeah, so I'm going to go try to get to row 4. Let's see. Oh, here's my other thing. Remember the dishcloth I was working on in Vancouver last weekend? Here it is here. It's coming along nicely. I actually didn't get car sick. Scott was driving. He's like, how are you not car sick? I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of focused. So that's what all I got done. But I went to put it in my bag, and then I laid it down, and we went into a shop. Kerrigan got a new jacket at the outlets when we were driving by. And I put this down in my purse, and I came out to the end, and the stitches were like right at the very end. I got to get my little stopper thing. I don't know where they are. I am going to go knit, and yeah, this isn't for, well, actually, if I got good at these, I was going to make them for people at work and just leave a little tree on their desk, and I just thought that'd be really cute, but it's taking me forever to just do one. They're so, look how tiny that is. It's teeny tiny. So anyway, we'll see. I did my tree. It turned out so cute. There's the little trunk, and you can put some little stuffing in it. This loop just happened a little bit by accident. That's supposed to be a little star on the top, which isn't really shaped like a star. It is supposed to be a lump. But I ended up with this loop when I pulled it through, and it actually works out good. It's like the little hanger for it. This is the wool felt. I get these from the Daisao, the Japanese dollar store, and they had green, which worked out really good. And I'll just show you the bottom of the tree, and I just put the felting in. I have these little thumb and finger protectors because you're poking this sharp little needle, and you're just kind of poking it over and over again into the, it makes that kind of solid. But you gotta be like so careful with your fingers. And even with these things on, I've managed to stab myself. Not today. Oh, ow! I just did it as I tried to touch wood. Okay, but yeah, that worked, and it's green, so it worked out really good. And there's the bottom of the tree, and no one can see the mess on the inside. How fun is that? Oh, I'm definitely going to make more of these. Ah, that hurt. Today is Black Friday. I don't know, what, November 25th, I think? How you doing? I went to Target last night and got some deals. And I bought some little things. I got this little plate in the dollar section. Although it's not really the dollar section anymore. It's like the $3, $5. So that was $5. And then I got these little crates. Aren't they cute? It says, do not open, do not open, do not open, do not open until December 25th. I have 2 more that I put up on top of the black cabinet. Then I got these little things, little brush trees. And I was planning on making a little paper village. So I might put those, the trees around there. And then Bryn picked up some Christmas tags because the parcels we did last week, the tags were dead. They were left over from Bermuda and the stickiness was gone, so I had to like tape everything to the parcels. So we bought some of those. Those are actually $1. And then I got these little star lights. It's like a strand of 6. So I got 2 of them to go up here above the sink. I just thought that would be kind of cute, and just use those clear little command hooks. But then I thought it's too blue, and I'm trying to go with gray and white and red as my theme, sort of. So I went back to get the gray, and they didn't have them. I checked the entire section, and then went down to the Christmas stuff, and they didn't have them. So I came back with the blue. Then I got this. Look, it's a little dog toy for the dog at work. His name's Oscar. I just thought that was really cute with the Christmas bulbs. So I got that for him. And then they had Moana. And that guy, Dwayne, whatever his name is, in the movie. And then the little pig. And then, of course, I had to have the chicken. So I got those. And then I bought some new eyeliner. And then I bought some liquid eyeliner because Scott was like, try to, like, do, like, fancy things with your eyeliner. I'm like, oh, Lord. So Bryn did it for me last night. And then it was, like, smudged all over my face. Yeah, not waterproof. And then we got some Christmas wrap. These were 12 for, oh, it's llamas. Bryn picked them out. It was 3 for $12 or something. Seems pricey to me. But anyway, she wants to get wrapping paper. There's like 1 inch of paper on there. It stresses me out. Costco, you can get like a giant roll that lasts you 18 years. And then this one has the little cars with trees on them. And then she got this one. She wants to wrap Kerrigan's stuff in this. It's pink flamingos with Santa hats and boots on. And I got a little banner over there that I have to make. It just says Merry Christmas, and it's, hang on, let me just show you. The Christmas is gray, and then this says Merry, so it looks like this when you get it done. But I want to put that on across the fireplace. And then I have the little snowman, which unfortunately you have to, like, stick it down, so we're not going to be able to reuse it next year. They're only like $3 at Target. And I got the little Santa guy. I did his belt crooked, but that's okay. And then these are my little birds. They're just getting to know each other. These were my fall ones that they have at Target. They're so cute. They've got the little, he's got an umbrella, and this guy's got his little top hat, and then this guy with his mustache. But then we bought the winter ones. So there was this guy. He's like a denim blue with his little hat, and then this guy with his fuzzy scarf and hat, and then Bryn picked this guy out. He's kind of glittery, but he's got the big fuzzy hat and scarf. And then I was originally going to get this guy, but Bryn wanted him, so I went back last night and I got him. He was just sitting there all by his lonesome, so we had to come home. Now you're supposed to decorate in 3s, so I'm a little stressed out at the fact that okay, these guys can keep chatting because those guys are about to go in the Thanksgiving bin and go away till next year, so we'll just let them chat for a while. I think inanimate objects are alive, and Toy Story really didn't help me with that. So yeah, so we're gonna go into the hotel, and it's kind of raining, but we're gonna go in and deliver some sandwiches to people on the streets. So we have our leftovers, and we're gonna make up some turkey sandwiches. My counters aren't that clean. Scott, God love him, he made the entire dinner yesterday. I was in charge of cranberries, which I burnt the first batch. We were only going to use half a bag. I forgot to set a timer and I was watching TV. Burnt the cranberries. So I had to start all over. And then Bryn made a cake. She made a chocolate cake, which there's half left. And then Kerrigan made scones. And then Scott did the whole dinner. He did the green bean casserole, which is something we learned about in Florida. My friend Stacy, the first year we were there, gave us, loaned us her green bean casserole dish. So we made green bean casserole and that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hang on. Oh, maybe it's in the dishwasher. Oh no, it's here. It's dirty in the sink. Never mind. But there's a Campbell's green bean casserole dish that you can get, and the recipe is written down inside. It's like mushrooms, cream and mushroom soup, green beans, and then French's fried onions on top. It's really good. There's more stuff in it, but I can't remember. But it's very basic, but it's good. The first Christmas after Mom passed away, we had Christmas at Dad's, and I was like, oh, I'll make green bean casserole. I forgot to cook the beans first, so it's a little crunchy. Be kind of basic turkey sandwiches. Just bit of mayonnaise and turkey, and then we bought some cookies to put in the we bought cookies to put in their little lunch bag as well, and then little mini bottles of water. So it's more of a gesture. It's more of we don't need leftovers because we had a meal yesterday, and it would just be nice to give back. And it's just to, show the kids that you should give back. I think they have a tree at the hotel, and it has some names on it. So each year we try to get 2 names, like one for each of the girls to give. And we got a little boy and a little girl, and the little boy, all he wants is a basketball. So we're going to get a basketball, and I forget what she wanted. I hadn't heard of it, so that'll be fun. I'm trying to find whatever it is. But yeah, so that's what's happening today. So we're going to go down to the parade, but it's raining, and apparently there's going to be some kind of, Bryn's calling it a riot. It's actually a protest. They're trying to affect the whole Macy's Day parade that we're having today. So I don't know if we can get down to the Macy's windows or not. But yes, yeah, so we're going to go do that. And then, so with the parade, Scott said he's going to try and maybe sneak us upstairs in a room, and then we won't have to stand outside, which would be really nice. But yeah, so, and then we'll get in to see the teddy bear suite, which would be cool. All right, so I got the sandwiches made. I managed to get 12. So there they are, and everyone gets 2 Chips Ahoy cookies. I don't think there's enough. Not enough for everyone to have 3. So there we go, and then we've got the little baby bottles of water. So I'm gonna get some brown paper bags and just draw a little heart on the front and then package them up. All right. Oh, this camera. Oh my God. Scary bells. It's just starting. There's a little Macy's.
Throw me candy.
Elf guy.
Throw me candy.
I don't think they can reach it from here. Like the little elf guy. That's a hard suit to walk in. There's the Fifth Avenue Theater there. That's where we're going to go see The Little Mermaid at Christmas.
Oh! I had no idea where we were.
Yeah.
The rock bottoms right there.
I love the little... If he trips, there's no way he's getting back up. So this is Fifth Avenue right here. This is University, and then it goes down 4th. We're actually in room 201, so if you ever want to stay here and do this and get a view of the parade, it's a good room to stay in.
This window's not bad too.
Are we okay, like staying in the hall?
Yeah, just a slight.
Okay.
So Scott just came back up to see some of the parade with the kids, and the teddy bear room is lit up, so he said I could come see it before it gets busy, because after the parade it's going to be lined up down the hall to get in here.
How's the girls?
Yeah, oh, they're good. They're down there. They're watching the parade.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a nice
good.
parade.
Yeah.
So, but afterwards, it's going to be busy through here. Crazy.
1,000 people coming.
Oh, that's
1,000.
crazy.
I know.
It's so pretty this year. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah. Every year is different.
Yeah. Yeah, last year was all the whites and
Yeah.
silvers. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh, hi. How are you? Good. How are you? Good. Scott's just down the hall. Last room down the end. They're watching the parade.
Yeah, I'm going to go check on a couple things.
Okay. So when we were living here, this was our room, and then that's where I would sit in the chair and talk to you guys in my videos. This was the window in, I think, one of the first videos that I had done. So there's the teddy bear suite. Thank you. This was the kids. Oh my god, this looks so different. Oh my god. This is like the big Murphy bed that Kerrigan used to sleep on, and Bryn had a cot that they had brought in. Oh my god, it looks so much wider.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks so much nicer. And they took the kitchen out? That used to have like a pass window going through.
This is like
Your bathroom. Oh, look at your bathroom now, Kerrigan. Oh, they put a mirror in front of the window.
I'm not sure how you're supposed to work those blinds.
Oh, this looks nicer. So that used to be an open spot. Oh, this looks so much nicer. Yeah. Wow, the gray makes a difference, eh? This used to be all, what, brown and gold? Wow. Go stand by your tree in your room. The bed looks funny, though. It's like so low. So we just left the hotel. It's like packed in there right now. People are lined up to get on the elevator to get into the teddy bear suite on the second floor. So the kids and I are walking around. We have our bags of sandwiches with us. So we're gonna go see if we can find some people. Okay.
Are we taking
Are they the same as last year? Christmas Eve. Really? Oh yeah, this is the same as last year.
No, sorry. There was no one here last year.
just over in the Sheridan Hotel. Scott said there's gingerbread houses, but I think this might be the line. Is it the line for the houses?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, we're not going to do this. It's like crazy lineup. We'll come down closer to Christmas. It's because the parade let out. So we're just in the hotel lobby. So these trees are about $4,000 each, and it all goes to charity. So you buy a tree, and then they deliver it. Oh, you want your...
Morning guys, how you doing? Today is, I have no idea now, lost track. Saturday, November 26th. How you doing? We had such a good time yesterday handing out the sandwiches in the city. Oh my god, this one young guy, he was like physically digging in the garbage, like down to like into his shoulders, deep in the garbage. And I went up to him. I just asked people. One guy actually said no. I said, "Are you hungry?" And he said no. He was looking for money. I had no money on me, but yeah, only one person said no. And yeah, they were very thankful. This one young guy though that was digging in the garbage, he turned around. He could have been Evan. He was maybe 20, just so young. And then when I walked away, I felt so bad that I should have gave him like more than one little lunch bag. But I guess, you know, Bryn said, well, it's one more than he had, so he had something. But yeah, I think it was good for the kids to see that, especially, you know, this time of year, you know, they're asking for stuff for Christmas. And Kerrigan at one point was complaining about her socks that kept falling down. I was like, Kerrigan, you have socks. Like, just be thankful. I mean, I see her pain. I hate socks too. Socks drive me crazy. But then we saw the reality of what life is actually like for some people. And it was really sad. But yeah, so, you know, we did something. I'd like to do it again at Christmas. And from the leftover stuff, I mean, it's just something we should do every day. But yeah, so I think it was a good thing for the kids to see. And yeah, hopefully they'll grow up and do it with their kids someday. Hey guys, so here is my dishcloth. It turned out really cute. I like it. I will do a video on this at some point. I could have made it like really long, but I got bored with it. I get bored with a repetitive pattern like that, but it turned out really cute and I'm quite happy that I was able to do it. I am going to decorate today. Christmas decorations, but the first thing I have to do is tidy the garage. Okay, I'm back again. For years I worked in a basket store in Toronto and we would do gift baskets. I worked in the warehouse making the gift baskets and I worked in the retail store selling the gift baskets, and we would have to put bows on things. So I'm going to show you how to make a bow. So let me set up the camera above my head here and I'll show you how you do it. Okay, so this ribbon that I have does have a wire in it, but you can do this without ribbon that has wire. That's what we used to use in the basket store. But, okay, so you take a strip of wire, or strip of ribbon, and you make like a small letter P, if you will, okay? Then you have this one come across like this. Hang on, I gotta just do it without explaining it. So let me just do it and you guys just watch for a minute and I'll try and go back and explain. So you go like that, and then you go like this, and then you go like that, and then you go back over. So you're kind of making figure eights, and that's what your bow looks like, okay? Here, so I'll do it slow now. We used to make these like with our eyes closed because the baskets used to come into the shop and would have no bows. We didn't have time for bows. Christmas was so busy. Okay, so we'll go like this. So start off by making like a little letter P. So what you're focusing on, not so much your tail, I mean you do want a bit of a tail, but how big your loop is. Then you're going around to the back. So this is where you're constantly holding, is in the center. So make this loop similar size to that loop. You're coming down around. You're mostly just following the direction that the ribbon is going in. It's going to kind of dictate where you go. So come back up with that loop. Again, try to make it the same size. And now because the bow is going in this direction, it automatically wants to loop up over this way. And then you pinch in the middle. You can trim your tail at this point. Always cut on a diagonal because it helps the ribbon, whatever you're using, to stop from fraying. And then you just scrunch into the middle. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. And there you have your bow. Okay? So, and then I just use, I'm doing a big one here because I have a big reindeer that goes out on the front porch. And I'm going to give him a new bow this year. And then you just wrap your string around there. There really doesn't end up being a front or back to your bow. It might, depending on the material you're using. So you just have your string come around the middle, and then you just tie it. And I'm just using this, it's from the hardware store. It's just jute twine. And then you just tie it in a knot, like that. And there's your bow. And the wire makes it nice because you can make it poofy and fun. Then what I do is a little bow. If you just want to do like a little bow without the tails, you just go like this on an angle. So just bring this down like that. And then you take your other one around the back and you pinch it. And you can bring that down around like that. So I'm going to do that. And then again, just take your rope or string or ribbon, whatever you're using. We used to just use the curly ribbon, you know, like just curly ribbon you put on a present. That's what we used to use. And you just tie this in a knot. And then you just layer it on top of this one. And depending on the size of the basket, we used to use 2 or 3 of these bows. And just bring the strings for that small ribbon around the back, and then just tie it on. And what I like to do is I'd like to leave these fairly long because it's going to tie around the item or whatever it is you're doing. And you can fuss with it a little bit, get it looking exactly the way you want, like that. And I like making them poofy. I hate when you see the flat bows in the stores and then people just stick them on something flat. Like, poof them up. Make them poofy and nice. There. Now to go around my reindeer, all I do is I make it look like the bow goes around his neck and then ties. But all I do is I take just a little piece like this, I wrap it around the deer's neck and just kind of like tie this end together, but it just looks like a loop. And then I stick the bow in front of it like that. So it looks like it's actually all one piece and it's tied to the reindeer. So just leave it like that. Then we have a little baby reindeer, so I'm going to make him a bow. So it's going to be like the first one, but just a little bit smaller because he's a smaller deer. So you just gather, wrap, gather, wrap, gather, like that. And you just squish it. And just cut like that. And he's going to have a little mini bow like the mama. And just take your string and wrap it around. And again, I just do the same as the big deer and I just wrap a little bit around his neck. I think I do. If not, I just tie this. It's like a big grapevine, you know, like a grapevine wreath. It's a grapevine reindeer. And I think sometimes I just wind this down through the wicker on his neck and just tie it like that. And then he's good like that. So there's mama deer and baby deer bows all ready to go. I've tried doing this where you kind of just drape the ribbon in through your garland, and sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. So I usually just do little bows like this. Just bring it over once, like that. And then just tie it around. And I put these like on trees, I put them on the railing in the entrance, and it just kind of fluffs up some of the areas on your railing, especially if you have wimpy garland, which I tend to have. I get just the $3 stuff down at Michael's when it's on sale. And you can get it at the dollar store too. But you just put like little bows like that in amongst your garland. But yeah, it's cute. It's a good thing. Alright, there you go. See ya. So here's my big reindeer that I was talking about, and there's the little baby one. And these bows I got for last Christmas. The deer stinks so bad. I really do think there's like a dead rat or something still inside of them from Bermuda. Anyway, I have my little cardinal mat, and this tree I got from Value Village just a few weeks ago. Got it for like $24.99. That's our fall wreath, so I have to switch that and put our Christmas one, but that's all with the Christmas decorations. I have an extension cord coming around the side of the house because we don't have a plug out front here. So then I have to plug in my garland, which will go across the door, and then the lights will hook up to the tree, and I'll light it up from there. But it's a whole, like, I gotta figure out where the plug's gonna be and which way my lights go so that the plugs work out properly. Okay, so I just cut the bow off of the big deer. So this is how I had the extra piece tied around, and then it just looks like a bow. And then the little guy, I did have a big piece wrapped around his neck the same way. So I'm gonna do that same thing with the red stuff. There, so it was a 21 foot roll, but that's all I had enough for. So that's fine because the big bow is going to go right here, so no one's even going to see that part. And then the little one, I'm just going to tie it to his neck. So I don't know if I mentioned it, but I really think there's something dead inside the body of my deer. It really stinks. Okay, so I'm just doing the garland around my door. So this is how I do it. This is a strand. I put a nail at the bottom to kind of hold it down. And then I pull the garland up, and I put a nail in the corner and a nail there to kind of wrap. There's like a little metal wire on the end of the garland, and I just have it wrapped around there. The secret too is that I use 2 strands of garland because one is really thin. So I just kind of bulk it up with 2. And then again, I add the berries and stuff to make it thick. So there's one side, there's the other. This one, it ended up a little short, but the tree's going to be in front of it anyway. And then I'm going to do a double piece around the top, and it's going to thicken up that area. And then I think I bring a 3rd strip down either side. I can't remember. I just got to see how it works. So hang on. Okay, so I just put a couple nails right about there and just kind of wrapped the garland around it. And then brought it over to the corners. Now it's made it thick on the corners. The tree is going to be in front here, so that side's not going to matter. I did want to have some kind of garland coming down the side, but what I'm going to do is run another piece along there to make it thick, and then another piece down this side to make it really thick. And then I'll add the lights and the berries. Okay. Oh my god, I seriously have to gut the deer. Like, you don't understand the smell that I'm smelling. It's so bad. It was like that last Christmas too, and I was embarrassed for anyone to come to the door. It stinks so bad. Okay, so around the door, this is now 3 strands of garland. Up over the door, it's 2 strands of garland, and then another strand that's folded in half. And then coming down on that side, it's 2 strands of garland too, but because the tree's there, I'm not going to worry about having that extra strand, but I just think it makes it nice and thick up over the door. So now I'm going to add the lights and the big.
So I have my extension cord down the bottom there. So I'm starting my lights, and I don't wrap around. I just kind of zigzag them up the thing. And always get lights that have the plug at the end. All right, so I have all the lights on. Okay, it's actually a week later. My memory card ran out, and as I'm editing the video, I'm realizing you guys never did see the end result of my front steps. So, oh, it's raining. Oh, surprise. It's always raining. You can't really see my deer, but you saw them in the daylight. This is my tree. I have a tree skirt that I used to have on the inside. I should probably be doing this tomorrow. But anyway, I want just you to see it lit up. This is a little snowflake garland that I had. And then the other year, Betsy had given me these red stars. So I put those on the tree. And I have berries on there. And I have a couple rusty stars. I'll show you again tomorrow in the daylight. And then there's all my berries and stuff. I was going to do some of the red and black bows that I have on the deer in through all this, but I think I'll just leave it. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like in the morning time. Okay, so I'm starting to put the snow on the trees, and the kids are totally stressing out, but this is literally all I'm doing. I'm just, as if it was actually snowing out. It's going all on the carpet. It's all in my hands. It's all stuck to the cabinet. And I've only used like half of the bag so far. This is the other tree with snow on it. It's kind of cute. I like it. It looks natural. All right, so there's the trees on either side. I think it looks nice. I'm gonna go out and get some bells that I think are out in the garage and the decorations and hang those on there. All right, I'm just working on the banister. This is the new sign that I bought yesterday, which I love. For the banister, this is just the garland that you can get at Michael's or whatever, the dollar store. It's actually 2 strands. I think it's usually 9-foot garland. I'm just trying to floof it just to make it look thicker. I wrap it all the way around the banister. What my dad and sister do is they use zip ties. They have like a thinner kind of regular banister. This is just like a big honkin' 1980s banister. So I wrap it all the way around just kind of to hide it a little bit. But I'm just gonna floof it, and then I add just a whole bunch of decorations to it just to make it look even thicker. I don't have any for here. I can't remember what I did last year. I can't remember if I drug it down through here or not. I don't think I did. At some point, if I get a chance to get another strand, I might wrap it around there, but I'm okay with it just being on here. I have my decorations that I had on here last year. Here were these bows, but I'm going to get rid of those. Those were all like brown and stuff. And I have these little cardinals and doves that I had in Bermuda. And I have a strand of berries. So I'm going to add those. But first, what I'm going to do is get the little star lights and wind those in around. And I'm going to pin those onto the garland with these gray clothespins. I just thought that'd be kind of cool. So let's see if it is or not, or it's really stupid. I don't know. All right, so I have the stars on there now. What I did was I just tucked one battery pack right here where I can just turn it off and on, control it from there. And the other one is up at the top. Sometimes when I'm doing the lights, I will turn off the lights just to make sure my placement makes sense. These I didn't wind. Very good. I didn't wind these all the way around the banister. I just kind of laid them along the top of the greenery and just kind of zigzagged it down, just because the cords aren't that long and I don't want to waste the lights that I do have. There could stand to be one kind of placed down there a little bit, but I'll fill it with berries and beads and all that kind of stuff. So I put the lights on first, and then I put berries and things just to kind of strategically hide the wires. So I just have 3 kind of strands of these. They come at Michael's, or I'm sure you can get them at the dollar store. They're just kind of wrapped up with a piece of card. I think I got them for $2.99 last year. I think they're $4.99, and then they were on sale. So it's just a long. Let me try and. It's hard to film and do this with one hand, but here it is. Here it's a long kind of strand. That comes out. I have these outside in our garland. I think that's the same thing that I have for outside, but I just grabbed a few more so I could put them on the railing here last year. So let me just get these fixed in amongst all that. I only use 2 packs of the clothespins. I just think that they're kind of cute. It gives it a fun little thing. There's the little cardinals and the snowflakes, the berries. These are little candy canes that Annette got me, and the stars, and the doves. So the doves, it was a funny little tree that I got in Bermuda, and it had these doves and cardinals on it the first Christmas we were there. So there's a little slit in the tail, so that's what I just put in through the garland. But it's just kind of mishmash, just all kind of sorted and tucked in. But it makes it look nice and full. I think it turned out pretty cute. Let's turn off the lights and see it in the dark. Ooh, pretty, so magical. All right, see ya. Okay, so I've got the family room decorated. Still have a mess laying around, but the stuff is all done. So I've got my Playmobil Santa there, and I've got my snowman up here, my little Merry Christmas thing. And then on the trees, I did bells and the snowman my sister made years ago, and then I have bows, and the bows I don't tie on, I just sit them in there. Nothing's really tied on too securely. And then up here I did 5 little trees. I sprinkled the snow around, and then I have my little cardinal guy there. I got him at, I think, the Superstore years ago with Annette. They had like a bunch of stuff after Christmas for sale. And then that tree is the same. Why is this going blurry? Focus. Why isn't it focusing? Anyway, and then up here I did 2 crates like stacked up on top of one another, and then just my ho-ho sign, and then 3 little trees, and then just sprinkled some snow up around there. So what I'm doing now is just kind of clearing out the counter area over here, and I have a little Santa scene that I do with trees, and the reason I'm putting it over there is because there's a plug that's right close. Hey guys, how you doing? Today is Monday, November 28th. Hang on, I got the camera going, but the memory card was dead. I put in another one, that was dead, or full. Anywho, I got some parcels today. I got an envelope from Miss Karen over there in MO. I want to say Missouri. I never know if that's right. Oh, look at the car. It says ho, ho, ho. How cute is that? Oh, my goodness. I got a big long letter. It says Merry Christmas on the inside, and then on the back it says created by Karen, 2016. Oh, my gosh. 2-page letter. Oh, okay. I'll read that, and I will give you the highlights afterwards. Thank you, Karen, for that. I will definitely read that. I got a package from, this is Miss Tracy over there in Australia. Very cool. I just went down to the mail today to mail something to somebody, and I went in and checked my thing, and there was packages. Oh, it says I love Santa right there. Let's see. Oh, cute. It's that cute little elf, and then it's on, like, hang on, the lighting's weird. Oh, on textured paper. How cute is that? Hi, Tanya. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a relaxing and joyous season. Seriously missing your videos, but I understand working and finding time for everything is extremely hard. So thank you for doing videos when you have the time. I would love to see more Project Life. I know, I gotta get doing Project Life. These cards came, these cards
these cards, carefree, came free when shopping at the supermarket. I thought of you straight away. Not sure if you can do anything with them, but hope you like oh, that's why I don't understand what you're talking about. Not sure if you can do anything with them, but hope you like them. My family are traveling to the U.S. for 3 weeks over Christmas and New Year's. Sadly, not getting to Seattle. Wishing you and your family a happy season and all the best for 2017. From Tracy. Ooh. What are these? Yeah, I can use those. How cool is that? Look. Woolworths. We had a Woolworths in Canada years ago. These are fun. Okay, look at this. Hang on. Oh my god, these are so cool. Thank you. Look, they're like little cards. And it has like Disney characters on them. It smells like Australia. It smells like powder. It smells so pretty. Oh my god, these are so cute. Look, Frozen and The Jungle Book 2. That was Bryn's first movie she ever went to. Cool. Snow White. I think I should turn them so you can see them. Isn't that cute? Those are so fun. Mickey Mouse. I love Mickey Mouse. They're so neat. And then on the bottom, it's like a little film reel. Look. I can't tell which way is which. Isn't that fun? That's so cute. And then on the back, it says like what the picture's all about. That's so fun. Thank you. And then look at this. Oh, little stickers. Isn't that fun? I'm looking at them with you because I haven't looked at them this way. Oh, Baymax. And it has like the character. Sorry, the lighting's weird. I'm right in front of the window. Baymax, and it's a die cut sticker. That's so cute. Minnie and Pinocchio. Oh, and Jason Bateman or Nick. I refer to him as Jason Bateman. And Rapunzel. Tangled is one of my favorite movies. Love that. Very cool. Well, thank you for sending those. And I saw the package. That cost a lot to send those from Australia, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Jasmine. And oh, there's Mickey Mouse. Very cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to go read the card from Miss Karen and read my letter. Look at, like, full 2-page letter on Christmas paper. That is awesome. Very cool. Fun. I used to do that. I used to put a letter out to everybody for the year, and I haven't done that in a while. I really should. I guess now they can just follow me on YouTube and find out what I've been doing with my life. I do want to do some more Project Life videos. I also have a thing that I want to do on my craft channel. It would be like a subscription box kind of thing. So maybe put down below if you guys think you'll be interested if you watch my craft channel. It's not really a subscription. I'll have a limited amount that I'll put out each month. But you're not like locked into a subscription or anything. It's just, it'll be a box that I put out filled with some things. There'll be crafts. There'll be, yeah. So anyway, just let me know if you think you might be interested.
Morning guys, how you doing? Today is Sunday, December 4th. How are you? I just had to clear off this memory card and it had our Maui pictures, so I really hope they ended up on the computer. Pretty sure they did. I just wanted to finish this video. Sorry it's long, but I just wanted to show you the final decorations. This is our tree. Scott and the kids and I decorated it on Friday night. I was having a hard time. I don't know, I get in a funky mood whenever we decorate the tree. I think that's when I'm missing my mom the most, is when we're decorating the tree. And it's not like she ever helped like decorate this particular tree with the kids and Scott and I don't know. I think it's just the whole Christmas thing. And you know, a lot of the ornaments I got from Mom and over the years and stuff on packages. So yeah, but it's all good. So we laugh every time we decorate this tree. And for years I wanted to get, kind of a theme tree. The tree looks like it's tipping. Okay, I'll deal with that in a minute. But yeah, for years I wanted like a themed tree. And I was like, oh, we have all these crazy little decorations. Some of them are broken and whatever. But over the years, it's become like our memories. Like that's what's funny about all these ornaments. And we remember like when we got them and, what we think about them and stuff. So it's really cool. So we're going to leave it. But some of them I'll show you. Okay, years ago I got this. I was out with Annette and Brian one Christmas. It's a 3-legged deer. I stole it off the tree at the place we were at. And then this one here is a Winnie the Pooh bear, and he broke. So that's his hat that broke off. And then we just stuck a ribbon around him. So here's his broken head. And then the drum broke the other night. So Britton like scotch taped it back together. My friend Mariel gave me him last year on a gift tag to my friend. And then there's the Humpty Dumpty I always put on the tree when I was a kid. We've got our little marshmallow snowballs that the kids and I made last year. We've got our new one. This is our latest ornament. This one's from Maui. Kerrigan had picked that one out. Friends of ours had given us the fish when we lived in Bermuda. Here's Kerrigan in kindergarten. We got a lot of school craft ornaments. Bryn took Taekwondo in Florida. We've got the Fairmont Olympic. I think we've got Scott's entire work career on here. We've got ornaments from all the jobs he's had. And then this, Annette gave us this last year. It says Scott Fairmont Santa scooting around town for Bermuda's promotional stuff. If you ever see their promotional flyers and stuff, there's a Santa walking along the beach. It's actually Scott dressed up in his red Bermuda shorts. And then this was my ornament last year. It's a pink flamingo with the car all packed up. That was from Annette. Tanya heading to Seattle. And then we've got our dueling coffee cups between Starbucks and Tim Hortons. And what else do we have? There's another kindergarten, or not kindergarten, that might have been grades 3 or 4 of Kerrigan. And then if you ever saw the Christmas in 2013 when we surprised the kids with the One Direction concert tickets, these were the tags that were in the advent calendar. So I just wrote on the back, Boston, August 7th, Christmas 2013. So Bryn opened her advent calendar and she had the number 1, and Kerrigan opened her little box and she had the letter D. So that's how they found out they were going to the One Direction concert that year. And then we've got this one down here. It's the babyless frame. So Scott's parents gave us this in 2003 because Kerrigan was born April that year. And it's a beautiful frame from Pottery Barn, but we got it for Christmas. And I don't know if this happens to you guys, but you get something for Christmas and it stays under the tree as a gift, and then when Christmas is over, you pack all the stuff away and the new stuff just gets packed in with the ornaments. And then next year you bring it out into your new ornament to go on your tree. Well, that following Christmas, I never got around to putting a baby picture in it, and it's been like that for the past 13 years. We still don't have a picture in it, and now it's just a running joke that it's the babyless frame, and it's a joke like, oh, second child. They don't always get everything like the first kid did. So it's just funny. At some point when Kerrigan moves out, I'll give her the frame and I'll finally put a baby picture in it. But maybe people think it's mean, but now we just think it's funny. We've got an Easter egg. Like, it's just randomness. And that's what our kids love about the tree. They love the chaos of the ornaments. And yeah, and then we've got our Mickey star at the top. Scott bought that and I was like, oh dear, it's just very glitzy, but it's fun, and it was from Disney, so that's cute. These are the kids' stockings. Scott goes on every year about how we bought a nice red and green one for them one year, but then when we moved to Disney, we got these ones, and this is still their little stockings, and they don't fit much, so the kids like the fact that the little presents always overflow. We had the record player going when we were decorating. The last one we were listening to was this Andy Williams. Got that at Value Village.
this is always the go-to. This is how we start decorating the tree, is with John Denver and the Muppets. Ended up ordering that last year for Scott. It's actually in Barnes & Noble's. Barnes & Noble currently. But yeah, you can get records at a secondhand store for like cheap. I finally, sorry, it's still early. I don't have lights on. I finally have the top of this decorated, and I got an extension cord yesterday, so I've got my 6 little trees in the back there, ready to be lit up. I've got my little Santa with his cardinal sitting on there, and then these are the kids' letters to Santa that I had traced one time and then stitched. I gotta get them stretched properly and framed properly, but it's all good. And then we've got my new little girl that I bought with her little shoes. How cute is she? I got her at Marshall's. I usually buy myself one ornament or one decoration each year. These are my trees. These are my birch tree YouTube trees, because Mom used to have a birch tree, and a lot of the ornaments are from the tree we used to have growing up. And then I've got some things that you guys from YouTube have given me. Look, Phyllis, your ornament made it on the tree this year. And then we've got these from Betsy. We've got the Minnie on this tree. And we got the Mickey over on this one. And the cardinal. We've got my little one there from Diane. So if you've sent me an ornament, it's on those trees. So I don't have them plugged in yet. Here, let me plug them in and give you the full effect. Where's the plug? Hang on. There we go. See, isn't that pretty? And then I've got my birds over here on the windowsill and the other little fuzzy white ones over there. And then Betsy had given us the little felt trees, so they're hanging up in there. And plug this one in. Right there. Like that. And I've just got a pile of stuff down in here that I still have to wrap for people. Vacuum's still out. Then we're in the kitchen, and we've got our little Santa scene here that I put together yesterday. Like that. I'll show you the banister here. This is with the red and black bows. So it filled it up really nice, and then I added the bells that my mom had given me. I'm just trying to be quiet because those guys are still asleep up there. There, so it was yellow and red and the green bells. I used to put them on the fireplace in Bermuda. So just adding a bunch of stuff kind of fills it all up. Alright, it's later in the day, so I'll show you the tree now that it's light out. We had snow earlier. You can see a little bit of it still laying on the ground. It was snowing slightly. So here's my tree in the daylight. My skirt is a little too short for the thing, but there it is there. So it's got the berries, and then this is like a whole chain of snowflakes. We've got the rusty stars, and then these ones from Betsy. Those are on there. So that's that. Oh, we got a tag showing. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. There we go. So there's that. And then I have put another little rusty star in my wreath there. Then you can see the berries in the garland there. I might as well plug it in while I'm out here. Get her done. There. Isn't that pretty? Cool. Someone's cutting something. Perhaps they're making a Christmas gift. So Kerrigan and I went out, did some shopping earlier. And so we got that done. And oh, this is a little area I set up. This is the candy ribbon that my mom had made when I was little. Annette has a red one. See, Annette's colors were red, mine were green. So I had that. And then she had knit my stocking there. That was my Rudolph stocking that Mom had made. And then I've got her up on the cabinet. And this was one of the last, this was the last Christmas, and this was one of the gifts she had given me. So that was her handwriting there to Tanya, love Mom and Dad. Merry Christmas 2009. So I just have that up there by her. And she had bought this willow tree angel for me, and it's the Thinking of You one.
then there she is there. Cool. And she passed away at 2 o'clock. So I always have that set to 2. So there's my little area for a couple things that Mom had made me. So there you go. All right, so I'm gonna load this last part of the video in here, and I hope you guys have a good week and have a good next weekend, and I'll be back with some more videos soon. All right, take care guys. See ya.